Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, the day after Christmas. I'm still in a little bit of the Christmas spirit. Needless to say, you can kind of see that. Anyway, we're going to talk about our corners that are coming in. And I'm calling these three guys our cornerstones. These are highly rated corners that we got in this year's class, and I think they're badly needed. Now, this does not mean that I don't think we should still get a corner, maybe even two in the portal. But rest assured, Josh Heupel understands that they need some corners real bad, and he picked up three real nice ones. And here's the thing. We need these guys to cover people, I mean tight. That's right. They got to cover them tight, like a glove.
Like a glove!
And our first corner is Jordan Matthews. This was a guy some people were a little bit concerned might flip on us, but he did not. He committed. He's from Louisiana, and he's a real solid 4-star. And you're going to see right here why he was so coveted. Right here he is. And he will follow this guy. And this is the type of play you've got to do in the SEC where you just shadow a guy the whole way and at the last second knock the ball away. Now you're going to see his length as he reaches in. He's a good-sized guy, especially for a corner. And then comes up and makes a tackle very quickly. Again, this is the toughest job in football, is playing corner. You're out on an island, and boom, you've got to come in at the very last second. Your timing's got to be perfect. This guy is one of the best out there. There he is, tearing up another play. Now you're going to see his speed and blocking a punt. Now you'll see it again. And that's just pure speed and timing. So Jordan Matthews was a very good get, and he was our top-rated corner that we got in this class, and I see him playing early. I would fully expect him to be on the field this year at some point by midseason, I would expect. Now our next guy is Ricky Gibson out of Alabama. And Ricky is a 4-star. He was down at a 3-star for a little while, which made absolutely no sense. He runs a 4.440, by the way. And Georgia wanted him real bad. Eventually, they turned him into a 4-star, but it was ridiculous to have him that way. And the exact same thing happened to Leacock, our wide receiver, that went from 580th in the country to number 100 and went into a strong 4-star. He stayed a 3-star for a while, and I was looking at his highlights going, this is ridiculous. How is this guy a 3-star? Well, he wound up almost breaking the top 100. Here he is out on an island. Stays right with him, and boom, no problem. Once again, toughest position in football just about is playing corner. Tried to fool him, wouldn't allow it, and he wound up being the receiver. And it's such a tricky position, and you have to make immediate decisions. There he comes up and just knocks the crap out of the guy. See where they tried to fool him right there? And he comes up, almost made an interception. Look at the height. Here he comes. This is where you've got to, oh yeah. He just shadowed the guy the whole time. Once again, you're out on an island. Guy's going deep on you. And yeah, that'll be mine. And he's got the speed to where he can kind of float back here and he doesn't have to freak out and worry. Then he can get aggressive if he needs to, and he'll knock the crap out of you. Here's one-on-one tight coverage. Do not let them get that first down. Nope. And here you'll see he's got the speed. This is that 4.4 speed. Blocks. Once again, out on an island. Guy tries to go deep on him. And see, he never lets him get behind him. He's just got that speed. So, look, you really need to have 4.4 speed to play corner. 4.5 is about as slow as you can be and play in the SEC. And ideally, you want to be 4.3, 4.4, and Ricky Gibson's got that. And our last guy is Christian Conyer. And this dude, I think, is one of the most underrated players in our class. They've got him as a real high 3-star. Other services have him as a 4. And he's rated the number 1 player in the state of Kentucky, depending on the service, number 3 here on 247. And I can tell you Mike Stoops had an absolute conniption, and so did some of the other coaches at Kentucky, and Christian Conyer committed to the Vols.
No, God! No, God, please!
And that really was Mike Stoops. You know how emotional he can get. And this is actually a play where he plays a receiver because they play both ways when they're that athletic. You know, the coaches in high school, they've got to use them on both sides. Here you see him go out to the flat, got good hands, and he jukes the guy and makes a nice little 10-yard pickup. Now here you'll see him return a kick. And again, when you have an athlete like this, you need him all over the field doing all kinds of different stuff. And he could either field punts, he can handle kickoff returns, he can pretty much do whatever you need out on the football field. As you can see, he's quite dangerous, got plenty of speed. Look at this guy. I mean, that is a true athlete, right? This guy's very athletic. So that's a guy that can either play corner, he can handle punts, he can handle kickoffs, he can do a little bit of everything. So just a really good athlete that I think can help us. So those are going to be sort of our cornerstones as far as cornerbacks and what we're going to build on. Now, again, I would really like to pick up one, maybe even two corners in the portal that have 2 or 3 years experience. But, you know, if need be, I certainly think Jordan Matthews can play this year. Ricky Gibson possibly. Now, Christian Conyer might need a little bit more size, but I tell you what, he's a heck of an athlete, and I think in a pinch he could play corner for you this year, and hopefully he gets a full year where they can really work with him before we put him out there at corner. But you can see the future is much brighter than it was a year ago with these 3 good pickups. All right, folks, just want to do a quick video on these 3 corners, and I hadn't really covered them as a group, and I thought this would be an interesting show right after Christmas. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. It's right over here to my left. You hit that button right there, and YouTube will send you all my videos whenever I put them out, and you won't have to hunt them. And right over here on your right here, they've got a video that they think you're going to like based on your viewing history and stuff like that. And it's one of my most recent videos that's supposed to be best for viewer. And I hope you did like the content. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.